Oh, rain! Oh, rain in 5 minutes! Rain in 5 minutes! Oi, 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 oi. Go!
Get me fucking tire warmers off!
Hello there everyone and welcome back to another video on the channel. This is round 2 of Summit League Racing's McKeon division. Sorry this one is a little bit late. I was away for summer last week, and if not that, I've been working. It's been a pretty hectic time recently, but without further ado, we're straight into this video and straight into a one-shot qualifying. I love these types of sessions. You only get one opportunity to prove yourself, one opportunity to set your grid position, because rain is imminent. It said 5 minutes when we were in the garage. We've done a long out lap, about 2 minutes, so now it is really just seconds away. Really good first sector. You'll see just after this lap that it was in fact purple of everybody who had completed a lap while the track was still dry, making their way down now through No Name, and that was pretty good. The lap's looking okay, and being one of the first out there on the circuit, I don't quite know where we stacked up, but that was a big safety lift coming through Puon. You cannot afford to invalidate your lap time. There's going to be no time at all to go again. Maybe you can, get a second lap in and put yourself ahead of those who didn't quite complete a lap, but I'd rather just be valid and get ourselves a really good grid spot here. 1:14.0 in that middle sector, coming up now towards Blanchimont. And again, I was a bit wide of that apex at Curve Paul Frere. That's because in practice it was a little bit inconsistent with me. It is now starting to rain, as you can hear from my reaction. We've just got 2 more corners to go as the trek starts, just subtly to get a little bit slippier. Wide of both apexes. That's lost me perhaps another half a tenth to a tenth. Crossing the line, we go 4th provisionally.
42.4. Oh, purple sector 1! I'm putting that in the trophy cabinet. Just opening up my Starbucks Frappuccino that I didn't have this morning. Medal will get a lap, and never mind, no he won't. He must have done, because he just... No, okay, that counts.
Right, retire. Come on, medal.
Way! That is 5th on the grid. Way! Drum roll, please. Oh!
Oh! Oh my god! That's so...
Oh!
He's gonna be wet inters.
Slicks.
Yeah.
Oh,
Did he
fuck
get dry up?
me. Yeah, we have a very wet race on our hands here.
5th on the grid it was then, pushed down 1 position. That was it. We're straight into the race here in Spa, where it is absolutely chucking it down. Away we go then from 5th on the grid. Decent start there. Already jumping up into 4th head of runners. We're actually going to look down the inside on Darnell as well for P3.
Oh, I'm sandwiched.
Not quite getting the move done there, as with our very low wings, we struggle for traction. Cold tyres, no tyre warmers on the wets, of course. Now, there was a bit of a debate whether to start the intermediates, and I've actually learned a lot about the game the last 1.5 weeks since this race, that wets are pretty much obsolete. Inters can do an absolutely stellar job in these conditions, and you don't lose as much time as you think. So I highly regret starting on these tyres. As you can see there ahead of us, Sem and Darnell both going off. That almost opened the door for us to slip through into 3rd, maybe 2nd. We try to go down the inside of Darnell, but of course he's going for the move on Sem. We can't squeeze through on 2 cars. Around the outside now goes Runnard, and he makes a great move there. To be fair to him, coming through Ravage, then he gets a little bit stuck down the inside of Sem at No Name. Here comes Pluto, again, welcoming him back to the party for this week. Oh, I just go a bit wide there. I turn in from the curb on the outside. Through he goes, up into P5. I'm going to lose another position down to P7 if we don't keep Sakir at bay. He goes around the outside. And he gets that move done as well. So having threatened 2nd at the start of this race, we are already down in P7, and that is not the ideal start that we wanted in this race.
Yeah. How? They all went fucking off at Lake Com.
Did they? Oh my god.
lap 2 now of this Belgian Grand
Fuck
Prix,
me,
and now look
Kevin's
who's behind
quick
us,
on
Kevin, and I'm
overtake.
about to get really surprised at his straight line
great.
speed as he
Kevin,
closes in
lower-
rapidly, coming through Blanchimont. Is he going to go down the inside of the bus stop chicane? Yes, he is. Look at the proximity arrow turning red. It means we do have to leave some space if he wanted to go for that. More to protect myself, really. I didn't really want to be spun out at this early stage of the race. He didn't make the move. And on lap 3, we set the fastest lap of the race, which just shows the track's getting a bit quicker. I'm feeling a little bit more confident as the track returns to a more normal state. And now on the radio, Mark saying it is time for intermediates. This is the pit lap. This is Sakir going down the inside of Pluto. He wants the track position going into the pit lane. I want the track position going into the pit lane and go in side by side there with Pluto. I knew that I would be entitled to it perhaps if I got ahead. It was a silly risk, to be honest, but it doesn't really matter. No harm done, and this was the first of potentially 2 or 3 pit stops in this race if the crossover points were to be believed. Rain expected at the end, still slicks to come shortly as well. Now, this was what I was alluding to about starting on the intermediates. Look, we're down to P11, and make that P12 as Ham goes past.
Oh my god.
And there's a sketchy moment, not finding early confidence on these intermediates. You'll see as well now, coming into P1 on lap 7, first warning, cutting onto lap 8, going up to the top of Radion. Bit of a twitch, second warning, and just like that, all confidence is gone. I think that's more to do with the position I put myself in. I think 4 or 5 cars had started on the intermediates, and they all made that move, and they wouldn't have to pit for another set. So, again, this is what I was getting to.
DRS,
not far off. I said not far off, and immediately DRS was enabled, which means this is another pit lap. And that is a 3-second penalty on the pit lap. It's been an absolutely disastrous short stint on the intermediate tyres. I don't know who that was that spun out, but it was a retirement. And that did gain us a free position. In for mediums then. Mediums a very good race tyre. Could easily do the full length of the 22 laps in this race.
Move, fucking lazy
It stopped raining. Perfect timing.
Bit of rage there. It had stopped raining. There's warning number 4 on the outlap, so any appeals that we could make would just now not work. Drastic Blaze making a mistake as we try and close in. And on lap 11, it's the first safety car. Now, this is being sped up with elevator music because you'll see why in the next few laps. While we are in this interlude, make sure you like the video, make sure you subscribe, and make sure you comment with what you had for breakfast this morning. I don't know, is that what YouTubers do? I think so. We're racing again. We've got penalties in front of us. We've got penalties behind us. I know that we're still on for a second point scoring finish of the season after that 9th place in Australia 1 week before this. Down towards Eau Rouge and Radion. Again, we have a pretty safe restart. We're not too close to Drastic. We're not under threat from Kevin. Can we close up to the cars in front? Drastic Blaze is getting ahead of Darnell, who is now the car in front of us. And I want you to watch the track map here, because my teammate, another reserve for this week, will zoom in to what happened shortly, but I'm not really a fan of what my teammate did.
Oh.
Stopped on track, evidently got damage on purpose or something, and caused the second safety car of the race. Pit stops, race roller coming in, Nick Sampson coming in, and we'd gained 2 positions, well, 4 positions actually, up into P6. So yeah, a lot more movement there, and I was a bit confused by that because these mediums were still as good as brand new. Yes, I know softs might be quite handy still, but yeah, regardless, it's just free track position for us. This is lap 17 on the second safety car restart. We're a lot closer to Darnell this time around. He's got a good 8/10 gap between himself and Drastic Blaze. Can we go to the left-hand side? We see him flashing. We've got some ERS to burn. Bit of a squeeze on the outside apex.
Just pushed me straight off.
And I say that he forced me straight off. Hindsight, yeah, no, he didn't. It was a pretty robust defence, to be fair. He left the car's width. and I was just a little bit squeezed out of that one. And there you go.
Fuck me. So see, it's him again!
It's that red card, red fucking Ferrari.
Frederick,
And now
go
it's just-
fuck yourself. He did leave the league immediately after this. So it's back to the elevator music. Swigging that Starbucks, whatever I was doing in qualifying. And preparing ourselves for an almighty final 2 laps of this race. Here we go then. Final 3 laps, I should say. God, I'm even getting carried away with myself. I must just remind you that we still have a Portugal video to come. I'll aim to get that out by Friday, if at all possible. So again, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you get the notification bell on.
Remember,
So you
know
don't
what to
miss
go through
that
and
fantastic
windows as
video.
well.
It's very funny what I did
So
in that
believable.
race. Here we go then. Attempt number 2 on Darnell. He locked the rears coming into turn 1. It means we're a lot closer, and surely, without
Oh
the
my God,
contact
I'm
that we
not
had in
a
the
second
first
behind.
episode of trying to overtake him, we get through cleanly this time. We're ahead. Our nose is in front, coming into the braking zone. We force him to back out. We're up into P5 in this Belgian Grand Prix. Penalty in front of us as well for Drastic Blaze. We've got Arben, who's kept it penalty free, and he's on for one of his best results in this championship in the long time that it's been running. Which is fantastic for him. Here we go on Drastic Blaze. Can we go around the outside in a similar move to what we did on Darnell? No, we can't. We've got 3-4 cars crashing in the background. No more to be seen on that lap. But as we approach the final lap of the race, this is the lap that if you've been waiting for this video, you'll know what happens.
Oh my God!
I cannot believe my eyes. Sem thought it was the final lap of the race on the previous lap and let go of his wheel, let go of his throttle pedal. At first, I thought it might have been some DRS games, but you'll see on the replays that we have coming up that it was not the case. We're going to take the lead of the Belgian Grand Prix, but not for much longer, as I didn't leave myself enough battery for that situation I never could have foreseen happening. We're in P2, on the track, coming through Curve Paul Frere for the final time. Again, too low on battery to do anything about Runnard, and this is for position now, as Drastic Blaze, like myself, has a 3-second penalty. He's going to go to the outside of the bus stop chicane. Oh, just lock up the front left a little bit and hit him. We've lost that track position. That is going to kick us off the podium and make us finish 4th provisionally, but I can reveal that at the end of the video we will have Nick Sampson getting back 10 seconds for a penalty incorrectly given by the game. These are the replays.
It's just all safety car highlights.
Oh, whoa, what? No, we can't do that. Look at this. Look at the Williams. Yeah, he needs a fat pen. And I got the inside because I don't know what's happening. I do nothing wrong there. I'm just going to the inside.
Yeah, so at first I thought he was just weaving about, trying to do some dirty DRS tactics, but I mean, this is hilarious. We're on board with the race leader, Sam, now. He crosses the line. Look, throttle off, lets go of his wheel. Gets that thump up the rear, and you can tell he's let go of his wheel, because it does that force feedback thing of just jittering around, and yeah.
I mean,
and then of course he picks it up from that once he's realised, oh shit, it's not the final lap. This is Runnard. She was second in this race. The eventual winner.
This race has
A lot worse from his angle. I go steaming up the inside. Full credit to him for that one. This is Arben, who was sat in P3. A great variety of points of view. So again, I thank everybody who sent these.
What's Sam
for
doing?
the
What
video
the
use.
fuck?
You can hear Arben's reaction as well. The same as all of us. So let's move into the race results then. Started 5th, finished 5th. Could have maybe got on the podium today, if not for the poor winter stint. Could have started on them tyres and all, but I really enjoyed that one. Came down to a crazy ending. I'd like to thank you all for watching this video. Enjoy the rest of the day. Whatever it is you're up to, take care.